So yon, hey guys, Cogly here, and today we are going to be talking about this spin frame set after 1,000 kilometers. So for context, I bought this frame set for like 3,500 at VP Cycling last July 2025. It's now December 2025, so it's been roughly around 6 months of me using it. Well, technically not, because there were months that I didn't use this, but lately I've been using it a lot. So, but yeah, let's go. So, moving on for the first issue, it's going to be the fork. So the fork is pretty stiff, no problem with that, right? The steerer tube, I haven't cut it yet, so this length is actually the stock length, which is actually pretty good for me. But the main issue comes with the clearance. So as you can see, the clearance is, it's tight, but it wasn't like that when I first got it. So if you remember with my new frame set video, I think I mentioned that the frame or the fork didn't have the right clearance for my tires. So I still have the same tires and wheel set, a Novatec, Legend, and Compass. I don't have the exact measurement of the width of the rim. I don't know if that's the main factor to it, but this fork is supposedly rated for 28C, but it didn't accommodate for my 28C, so I don't know what's up with that. But as you can see, the clearance now is pretty good, but I had to file this down like a lot because I couldn't really lock my lug nuts here or my nuts here because of the clearance of the fork. So it was, I think, this part here. Yeah, those were the main issues. So I just nailed it or filed it down to the current clearance as of the moment. So it now works fine. I don't really mind it, but it's got some rust because I filed it down and I didn't add any new paint or protection necessarily. So it's still fine for me. I don't really mind it at all, but you need to keep that in mind. So have a nail file if you're planning on buying this frame or frame set. second issue, clearance once again. It's the bottom bracket. So it's not the chain line, no, don't worry, but rather, as you can see, barely I've got some scratches there because the skis crank arm, the square tapered version, had some clearance issues. What I did was I had an original or like a good brand bottom bracket rated for 107. I plugged it in, plugged the skis crank arm in, boom, it hit it. So I went for a 110. Luckily I didn't have any issues, but here's the thing, I bought a Sagmit 110 bottom bracket. It didn't fit. I don't know if it's a problem with Sagmit sizing or if, I don't know. But when I bought like a cheapo generic bottom bracket, it fit for some reason. They're both size 110, but the cheapo unbranded bottom bracket fit better than the Sagmit one. So right now I'm actually not sure because I don't want to spend a lot on a ardently bottom bracket, the Stratus one, which I heard is pretty good for the price, only for it to not fit. So yeah, it's supposedly 107 or 110, depends on who you ask. Personally, I'd go buy the 110 BB because you get a bit more leeway. So yeah, I think a factor is also because this is a 144 BCD, so the clearance is a bit, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure that if you compare a 144 and a 130 BCD, it's gonna be pretty different. So it's probably that. So next up is the obvious one, the frame color. So I bought a white one. Now it's barely white and you can barely see the discoloration, but in person, yeah, you can see it. Okay, so this discoloration, I actually don't know what the main cause of this is. I've got a theory though, because I wear sunscreen when I go out for like during lunch or something, and when I check on my white t-shirts, my white long sleeves, the sunscreen leaves a stain, so like a yellowish stain, and it's pretty similar to this, so I'm guessing that's that, because anywhere else there's no color or signs of it. There's also some on this fork, because when you sprint, hold on, when you sprint you get sweat on it. But basically I don't know if it's my sweat combined with the sunscreen or it's just the sweat, but I don't really mind. Like I said, I don't mind the cosmetic stuff. I think it looks good that it has this sort of like a yellowish tint to it. It looks used and abused. That's fine, I guess. There's also some scratch here. I don't know where I got that, but I did. Then I also have like a, as you can see, because I don't know if it's a frame issue or a wheel set issue, but on the other side, when I tightened it down, then I also tried to sprint and skid. The problem was like it slipped. I don't know if it's the lugs or the, oh, what's that sound? If it's the lugs or it's the frame that slipped, but either way, I now have paint chips there, or like a what else? I think, yeah, okay, this one I almost forgot. So the seat clamp, I bought like a G-Star one because I broke the original nut, or what you call this, the original bolt that it came with. So it's a size M4 on an Allen wrench. It's an M4. I broke the original like a bolt here, and I tried to buy a new one, a G-Star size or rated for 27.2 seat post. It didn't fit for some reason. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is a 27.2, I'm sure of it, but like the seat clamp didn't fit. So I think I'm gonna have to use this exact seat clamp, because this is the one that came with the bike. I'm gonna have to use this one forever, which sucks. I don't know. I don't really want to spend another money on seat clamps only for it to not fit. I'm fine with this. I'm just gonna need to buy a longer bolt, because this is just a temporary fix. It's a stem bolt. It fit because it's an M4 as well, so no problem with that, I guess. But yeah, keep that in mind, the seat post, or seat clamp rather. But honestly, overall, it's not much problems with this frame, like the frame set itself. The components are pretty good for me. Like, it's a budget meal, but it's also very respectable. Like, you're not gonna have any problems riding it for long periods of time, because yeah, I do a lot of DIYs, so I don't really mind having to fix stuff again and again. It's just that, very tiring, man. But yeah, would I recommend the Spin version 2? You can, if you didn't know, you can denote the version 2 here. The version 1 had an integrated seat clamp, which honestly I didn't like at all, because it's pretty scary. Like, what if I break the integrated seat clamp? Or maybe I could just put a seat clamp there, like a external one, I don't know. But overall, would I recommend the Spin for someone who's looking to buy a frame set in the Philippine market? The answer is yes. I think that it's a better deal than Celt, like the Celt 2K series, mostly because number one, the bottle cage. Like, that's it, bro, that's it. I'm very biased to the bottle cage hole, because I really love like putting stuff there. So I have a bottle cage, I've got my pump mount. I'm really biased to that. Another thing is that this is made supposedly out of 4130 chromoly steel, while as the Celt 2K17 or 2K series is actually made out of high tensile steel, which is, I don't know how big of a gap that is, honestly, but keep that in mind, I guess. Like, other than that, they're pretty much the same thing. This one costs like 3,500. You can get the Celt at, I think, 3,000 to 3,300. Depends on who you buy it from, or like if you're buying brand new. For second hand, I don't see a lot of Spins in the market. mostly Celt, and the Celt one costs like 2,000 pesos. So depends on what you buy. So another thing, Celt doesn't sell a size 56, if I remember correctly. So for you taller people like me, 6 foot, gonna have a hard time finding better or good deal frames. So this one is the cheapest brand new size 56 and up frame. So that's the biggest size that Spin has. I don't really mind sizing down a little bit because honestly it's pretty heavy because of the size and it's steel as well. But it's a fixed gear. I've got no brakes, got no group set, so I don't think it's gonna matter anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the review of just the frame set. Okay, just the frame set. If you want me to make another video regarding the components and stuff, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know down below that you want to see that stuff. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to Cogly for more fixed gear videos. It's pretty weird for me to say Cogly, bro. Anyway, peace.